There is a word that reflects itself, a word that loops cleanly, perfectly, and maybe a little too cleverly, a word that reads the same forward and backwards, because it's designed to. Palindrome. It's more than a linguistic party trick. It's history, mysticism, psychology, and poetry, all rolled into one symmetrical structure. This word doesn't just mirror language, it mirrors us. The word that mirrors you. Hi, I'm Lynx, and if you love strange, poetic, and wonderfully powerful words, subscribe for more word bites. Drop your favourite palindrome in the comments. Bonus points if it's weird or obscure. Now, let's flip this word around and see what it shows us. This is Wordbite. Part 1. What is a palindrome, really? A palindrome is a word or phrase or number or even a full sentence that reads exactly the same in both directions. Like these: civic, noon, level, rotator, madam. But palindromes aren't just cute, they're deeply satisfying. They feel balanced, and our brains love balance. They're also palindromic sentences. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Or the sly, was it a car or a cat I saw? They're puzzles with rhythm and a little bit of magic. Part 2. The origin of the palindrome. The word palindrome comes from ancient Greek, palin meaning again or back, and dromos meaning running. So a palindrome is a running back again, not just a reversal, but motion with intention. It entered English in the 1600s, but the idea is much older. Even before we had the term, we had the pattern. Ancient palindromes. The Sator Square. One of the oldest and most complex palindromes in the world is the Sator Square. Sator, arapo, tenet, opera, rotas. It's not just a word or a line, it's a multi-directional palindrome. It reads top to bottom, left to right, forward, backwards, even in circles. We found it etched into stone in Pompeii, inscribed in early Christian artifacts, and whispered through centuries. Its meaning? Debated. Its power? Enduring. Palindromes in ritual, religion, and magic. In ancient Islamic calligraphy, symmetry was a divine principle. To repeat something perfectly backward and forward was seen as powerful, sometimes even protective. They weren't just clever, they were coded prayers, or mantras, or maps. In magic and ritual, balance equals control, and palindromes are balance incarnate. Poetic and literary palindromes. Hello, Tantan. Poets and authors have been playing with palindromes for centuries. James Joyce used them. So did Nabokov. Some modern writers have built entire palindromic poems where the structure folds in the middle like a mirror hinge. And beyond line-level tricks, entire plots can be palindromic. Think of stories that begin and end in the same place, but everything has changed. Writers, why should you use palindromes? If you're a writer, palindromes are a tool, not just a parlor trick. Use them to mirror character arcs, reinforce symmetrical plots, symbolize repetition, obsession, or fate, and create uncanny names like Otto, Ava, or Hannah. Want your reader to feel something twice? Say it forward, then backwards. It creates resonance, like a bell ringing once, then echoing again in reverse. The psychology behind the pattern. Our brains crave symmetry. It's not just poetic, it's neurological. Symmetrical patterns activate the reward centers in our brains, and that's why we find palindromes beautiful, balanced, and calming. They symbolize control in a chaotic world, a safe, closed system, and in storytelling that creates tension. We want to break the cycle, but we also kind of want to stay inside it. Palindromes in pop culture, films, and games. Palindromes are everywhere in pop culture. The film Tenet isn't just named after a palindrome, the story's built as one. Memento, Primer, even time travel episodes of Doctor Who and Dark, they all loop time back on itself. Game designers use palindromic mechanics too, levels that replay in reverse, puzzles with perfect symmetry. These structures feel safe and satisfying, because they simulate control, design, and destiny. Last looks, when words fold back on themselves. Palindrome is more than clever symmetry. It's a metaphor for obsession, for fate, for reflection. When words loop back on themselves, they show us something. Not just about language, about ourselves. Thanks for diving into the mirror with me. I'm Lynx, and if this Wordbite hit your brain just right, drop a comment, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this one twice. And now you know. I'll see you in the next video. This one, right here. Be a love and click it. You know you want to. It'll fold back on itself.